Hey guys, it's Dragon Rockstar here. I'm coming with my binder, my ban list binder. It does have collectional cards in it as well. I do collect some Pokemon cards, and I put them in here because I don't have another binder or another place to put them. So there is a few Pokemon cards in here. Other than that, I figure you guys are probably curious of what kind of ban cards I currently own, what rarities and what such and such like that. I figured I'd show you this binder. It is the newest binder. It's made from Profolio or Folio. Uh, this is a little bit better than Ultra Pro binders and Ultra Pro stuff. Like, I do like this kind of company mainly because of the binder. It's much more sturdier. It's much more stronger than the other binders currently I have. But enough about that. There is collectional cards in here as well. I do put some personal cards in here because I don't have the room to put them in my other binders, as you guys currently saw from the other videos. But I figured I'll show you guys what cards do I collect and ban. Like, what cards do I have that's banned. So let's go ahead and we'll put it right here. For starters, I do like this is one of my favorite monsters, is Silverfang. I used it based on from the video game Duel Links, and other things of that nature. Dueling Book and all that. I used this in many of the games from back in the day when those websites firstly came out when I was playing around. Silverfang is one of my favorite monsters because it was used in the show as well. I like the fact that it's basically one of Yugi's cards, and I just collect it because of that. I just love Silverfang, and I have more of them all throughout here, if you guys can see. Got some here. It's a bunch of Silverfangs, and I got like uh, two different language ones right there. Well, they're the same language, but they're just different language from regular English. Then I have my own little personal collection, which is right here. My third. These are two of my favorite dragons that are used. This is my fourth one right here, and this is my fifth one. Those you probably have been watching my channel for the past couple of years and such have known that I played Chaos Dragons, such as like Pulsar, Dark Flare, and Red as Darkness Metal Dragon, which are the top three cards of my favorite teas when I was playing dragons. And I also did play these back in the day with them. Then I have some World Championship Series YCS cards. You know, I figured I'd collect these as well. They're really good cards to keep. It's been a while since I collect them, so I figured I'd get them. So on to enough for those collectional cards. Up to the ban list cards. For starters, you got number 42 Tomahawk. That goes to Emerald and Lababa Chan. They're all banned, and I have been working on trying to get the higher rarities of each. Those of you are probably wondering, is this common? No, it's the Shatter Foil rare. Douglas Thermals. I think you guys can see that there. And then I have Go Rare. And then Level All Trains. I figured I'd get my hands on all these. Then you have this number 16 and then Tellarknight monster that were currently banned. I didn't understand why this was banned until I read its effect and then I understand every single purpose of it. So yeah, and then number 16. I'm working on trying to get me more number 16s as I speak of. For the other rank forces band, I got number 86 here. Number 86 is a good card to collect on. Personally, I understand why Konami hit it because it was the number one problem rather than hitting number 73. Or 70. I think it was 73 or 75. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But I understand why they hit this instead of him. Zodiacs, both Zodiac monsters, which were currently hit on the ban list. I didn't understand why they were both hit on the ban list. I think, I believe it was Bravo that was the major problem. Correct me if I'm wrong as well. There's going to be a little times where I'm going to ask you guys to correct me if I'm wrong on a few suggestions. But I believe that Bravo was more of a problem than Dryden at the time. But I understand why they hit both of them. Both understandable hits. Then you have MX Saber and Volker, as well as Windups, Carriers, and Mighties. I think MX Saber and Volker should come back off the ban list. It personally, a lot of engines were currently hit. MX Saber and Volker wasn't really the major problem. I think it was a Soul Day that was a big problem. Then I still understand why they still have this ban. It's actually self-explanatory in certain purposes, but it's a really good card, and I figure I'll collect a couple of them just in case. And One of Mighty's Carriers and Mighties. I keep pronouncing that wrong. This is understandable why it's banned. But now I think it's time for it to come back, because right now, hand loops is not really, like, we do hand loops all the time with the other decks and other cards. So, self-explanatory. Then you have Ancient Fairy Dragon, Denlong, the Yang Zing guy. OCG's got this back, and I'm surprised that they got it back. It's actually self-explanatory, and I've been speculating and seeing a lot of people are high pricing this card to like roughly $5. I don't understand why this thing is spiking up in price right now, because the TCG might not get this card unbanned, but I think it would be kind of cool to see this come back to bring Yang Zings a little bit more fire, as well as more combos of fire. Norden self-explanatory why it's banned. It's just too powerful a card. Personally, I think that Norden deserved to be hit. I think Instafusion deserved to be hit. But then I see Konami's perspective of Instafusion. Instafusion can help promote a lot more fusion monsters are coming out with. Like, it helps the fusion mechanic a lot more. So I understand why they hit Norden instead of Instafusion. Then you have these two guys, the fusion monster, Supreme King, Dragon, Venom. I understand why they hit this. This was just too many FTK loops, and it just made Pendulums a little bit more of an okay tech. Then you got Trebological Gumlar Dragon, Nightmare Goblin, as well as Firewall Dragon. Those of you probably wondering, this is signed by the Paul from the Team APS crew. If you guys are wondering, it is actually signed on the card, as you guys can see there. I personally had him sign himself. It was personally one of the best experiences ever. I got to sign at the YCS 200. So thank you, Paul. If you are watching this, Team FPS crew, if you guys are watching this video, please slam the like button. I really enjoy your content, and I really love it. Then you got Firewall Dragon. These are all original prints made from Color Duelist, so I figured I'd get my hands on all playset of that. It's all self-explanatory. Gumlar, Firewall, and Nightmare Goblin is all self-explanatory. I understand why they hit them on the ban list. It's well thought out. For the Pendulums, which is a big clump of Pendulums here, you got Double Iris Magician, Formage, Juggler, or Joker, Plushfire, which are all self-explanatory why they're banned, but I think Double Iris Magician should come back. Maybe to one or two, it's self-explanatory. You do got Formage, Monkey Board, you got Magic Spectre, Curran, and then Astrograph Sorcerer. These two, this is self-explanatory. Curran is self-explanatory as well, and then Monkey Board is definitely self-explanatory why they were all hit on the ban list. During their primes, they were a little bit more of a problem, and I understand why they hit them on the ban list. For the other cards, you have Level Eater, and then the Fishborg guy, Fishborg Blaster. Personally, I don't see this being a major problem, but I kind of do see it as being a major problem as well. So it's got this purposes. Level Eater is self-explanatory why it was hit, because there would have been a lot more link plays. This is also easy and easy to get around because you can link with it to summon out Link Rebo, so it's self-explanatory. So yeah, for the twos, because I do have these labeled as ones, twos, and so forth. Maxi. Those of you who are probably slamming, saying that Maxi needs to come off the ban list. Maxi deserves to come off ban list. Maxi is Maxi. If Maxi comes off the ban list, we are going to see a slow meta, and we're going to see a lot of draws more in tournaments and YCSs and such. I think that Maxi should come off. Even though the game's going to get faster, even though the game's going to get a little bit quicker, duels are starting to go a little faster, timing is starting to speed up a little bit. I think Maxi should go to, instead of going to like a full-on 3, which is probably going to be unhealthy, as well as Maxi coming off the list is probably going to be a little unhealthy. Because Maxi could cause a lot of problems for the game, as well as maybe help the game. It's healthy but unhealthy at the same time, so I think Maxi can stay off. And then you got Yatu Garasu. I don't even see why he's still on the ban list. I do see a little bit of why he's on the ban list, but there's some things I don't think he needs to be on the ban list. You got Cyberjar, Fiberjar, and Dandelion. I think Dandelion should come off the list because it helps promote a lot of it can help promote the new Plant Link monster that will be coming out. I think Dandelion can come off the list. It's actually very, very useful if it comes off the list. Those of you who are probably running, these are the rarities from Duelist Saga. Fiberjar is the ultra rare, and then you got Cyberjar. Cyberjar is self-explanatory, Fiberjar is self-explanatory. I do understand why they brought Morphing Jar off the list. It really doesn't do much for it really doesn't do anything that powerful. You got the Dingin and the Morphing Jar 2. They're both self-explanatory why they're still banned. I understand why. Then you got the guard card. Everybody knows that I had a playset of commons for days, and then I had Fairy Tale Snow, the OPS pack version. I was playing this in my deck. Those of you that probably see my previous videos, you guys probably understand and see what I was playing from back in the day. I kind of agree why Konami hit Fairy Tale Snow, but I kind of don't agree at the same time. I think the OCG ban list just finally got snowed to I think 3 or 2, and they still have grass and Fairy Tale Snow, and it's not a major problem. And they're in their format. It's much more slower. It's much more self-explanatory. It's decent. I think Snow didn't really need to be banned, but it's self-explanatory why it was banned here. Then you have Tribe Infecting Virus. I finally got me one of these. That's in here for the collectional purposes. I think this needs to come off. It's useless to most people, which really is useless to me. 1 second, guys. Then you have the Blackwing guy, Gofu, self-explanatory, and he needed to be hit in the first place. Then everybody's questioning why I haven't Dragon Rulers come off the ban list. I think that the reason why Dragon Rulers is not off the ban list is because Konami is kind of concerned. Well, the TCG Konami is kind of concerned on what they do and how will they impact the format as I speak now. Due to the fact we have guard dragons now, so there's more useful resources for the Dragon Rulers to be abused and overfitting for the current meta as today, so I think Dragon Rulers should stay banned. Then you have Victory Dragon. I see why this was hit. Good job, Konami. And then you got Revival Golem, which was recently hit from our previous ban list, which is self-explanatory as well. Then for the other cards, you have these guys. You have Trident, and then True King. I can never pronounce that name. I can never pronounce this guy's name right. But you have these two. The reason why I don't have a playset of Trident because I got rid of my other two long ago before it was hit. So I found this in one of my 10s and just saw it on the ban list and just threw it in here. For the spell cards, my banned spell cards. Everybody knows Graceful Charity is banned. Thank God this is banned. I'm hoping this stays banned. For the other spell cards, I have Ultra Rare, Super Rares, and then the Secret Rares. Now, those of you probably questioning, why don't you have Ultimate Rare? Get Ultimate Rare, Zachary. Get Ultimate Rare. I am working on trying to figure out where I can get me an Ultimate Rare Pot of Avarice. I'm hoping that maybe somebody around in my community that possibly has one that's Ultimate Rare First Edition at least, or Unlimited. I don't mind which. I'm also looking for more of these. If you guys think you guys know somebody that possibly has these that live in Ohio or anywhere near Ohio or anywhere close to Ohio, or just let me know down in the comments below. I am looking for more Pot of Avarice. I love the fact that Konami brought this back in the OCG. I'm thinking they should bring it back in the TCG. Those of you probably recently saw this long time ago. That grass looks greener is banned. Sad. I have it in here. And then you got Butterfly, Dagger, Giant Trunade, the Forceful Sanity, Metamorphosis, and then Chicken Game. Self-explanatory why this one was banned in the first place. Then you have my 3-ofs. Newest yet previous one that just got banned, which is Soul Charge. Thank goodness. I actually think Soul Charge was a little bit more abusive than most of the cards in this binder. Premature Barrier, Super Regeneration. I think they should bring this back to at least 1 to help promote dragons a little bit more. You got Last Will, Cold Wave, and then Painful Choice. All 3 should stay on the ban list regardless of anything. Then you got Mirage of Nightmare, Spellbook of Judgment. I got me one of these. Sadly, it's not first edition. Sorry about that, guys. Those of you who probably know me, I am a little bit of a first edition hunter. Then you have cards of Safe Return, which is all self-explanatory why they were banned. I think Spellbook Judgment can come off to help promote spellbooks a little bit more. And I also have Change of Heart, Pot of Greed, Snatch Steals, and I got me original print, first edition, ultra rare magic card. I think this one's made from MRL. If you guys can let me know down in the comments below which one's this one's from. But I got this one from a friend. Thank you for giving me this card. Thank you for trading it to me. I actually really do enjoy having it for collectional purposes. For the last remaining spells, I have Harpy's Feather Duster. Thank God. I have me a playset just in case. And I think Harpy's Feather Duster deserves to come off the ban list. It does help out Harpies a little bit more because they can promote their cards a lot more. And I think it is needed for this type of meta because of all these installment decks and these hardcore players playing all these certain decks. That just makes it kind of difficult to play Yu-Gi-Oh! These spells and traps that can make your opponent actually scoop and go for different games. I think Harpy's Feather Duster deserves to come back. And thanks to the OCG, they brought back Raigeki, and they have Harpy's Feather Duster to 1, so I think now in TCG, I think we deserve to have Harpy's Feather Duster now. And then you got Heavy Storms up here. I don't think Heavy Storm should come off. I think Heavy Storm should stay on the ban list because it's kind of OP. It helps if you're playing a deck that needs their spells and traps to be destroyed, such as artifacts. I think Heavy Storm Duster will be a little OP for that format. Then you have Last Will, Self-Destruct Button, and then Royal Oppression. All self-explanatory, or I mean last turn, sorry, not Last Will. Last turn, Self-Destruct Button, and Royal Oppression, I agree that all these should stay on the ban list. They're a little bit OP for right now in this format. Then for the other ban cards, this is collectional purposes. I'll show that in a minute. For the rest of my ban cards, the current ones I currently own. Sorry that these ain't the secrets. I know a lot of people are probably going to comment, exactly, get the secrets, get the secrets, get the secrets. I can't find anyone that owns secrets right now. But if I can find somebody that owns secrets, I'll trade them off. You got Return from the Different Dimension. You got Ultimate Offerings and then Vanity's Infinite. These are all self-explanatory why they're on the ban list. I think this can come off the ban list because right now it's a trap card. It's slow. It's not as fast as it used to be. It's lost its prime. I think it could come off the ban list in my personal preference. For the other collectional cards from this page and back, I do collect Pokemon cards. I can show those if people are interested. I will show them. If you're not interested, you can skip the rest of the video and let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of what I currently have that's banned. What you guys think I should go on the hunt for. You can help me out and figure out what cards are cheaper to go for right now as I speak. So, yeah. For collectional purposes, I do have the Final. The Final Final. And then I think that's United. Or Unity. These are collectional cards. I don't have them in my collectional / main deck binder because I don't really want them to be in there. Plus, I don't have them in my spell or trap card binder because I didn't have enough room to put this guy in. These are really good cards for me to keep on because I just love them. And I also love this one the most. It's because it has Yugi, Joey. It just has the whole crew. Thank God. I can't remember a few of the other guys' names. You guys can let me know in the comments below as well. And then I do collect Pokemon, so let's go ahead and talk about this. The reason why I collect Pokemon, well, personally, the reason why I collect Pokemon, and it's mainly because Charizards and Pikachus. The reason why I collect them because it was my all-time favorite cards to collect. So I have a bunch of Charmanders, Charizards, I got a few other personal Pokemons. I like them because of the images. I also like them because they were also my favorite Pokemons as well, so if you guys can see. Then you have Pikachus. I do have a lot of Pikachus overlapping of each other and stuff like that. And then you got these guys. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's a few Pokemon cards overlapping each other. Mainly my Pikachus. I do love Pikachus a lot more. Pikachu is one of my favorites. If you guys can see them all completely here. I do collect them for personal preferences. Like I said before, you guys can skip the whole, skip the rest of the video towards the end, while I explain a few more things. Then you got the rest of my Pokemon cards here. I think you guys can see them. This is personally to Pokemon. This is considered as an ultimate rare. To us, it's considered as like an ultra rare or something like that. But it's considered as an ultimate rare. In Pokemon, to them, it's considered as an ultra rare in Pokemon. So right now, we consider that as being more of an ultimate rare. So I consider it as being more. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I consider that being an ultimate rare, but in Pokemon, it's considered as an ultra rare. I had to refix myself there. But yeah, I personally collect a lot of Pokemon cards. The reason why I collect a lot of these is because there's some of my favorites, and some of them are collectional purposes as well. But that's it, guys. This is the end of, well, somewhat of my band collection. A lot of you guys are probably going to question why you have Pokemon, The reason why I have Pokemon cards in here and a few other Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here is because it's collectional purposes. I do have them for collectional purposes and personal preferences as well. Things that most of the cards that I currently own were given to me for gifts and other things of that nature from recent family members and other things of that nature. So that's the reason why I own most of the cards I currently have. Now, in my other video, I pretty much asked for everybody to comment, like, and subscribe, and smash the like button if you guys are curious of seeing the Chaos Dragon deck profile. I am trying to work on that deck as I speak, so I hope you guys do enjoy that. Also, I will be trying to get more packs and box openings for this channel. I know a lot of you guys are pretty much enjoying the channel. I know a lot of you guys are pretty much want to see more of those and want to see more deck profiles of a lot of my other current decks. Thanks to the subscribers I currently have. I am grateful that you guys comment down below. Thank you so much for commenting down below. And thank you so much for your help. The more you guys support me in this channel and the more you guys support me throughout Yu-Gi-Oh, the more I create this amazing content for you guys. I will also be coming with updated binders, showings, and other things of that nature. And I know a lot of you guys were waiting for the other binders I currently own. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. And I hope you guys do enjoy these binders, that showings, and other things of that nature. I'll also be showing my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Mats. I'll be showing my mats. I'll be showing my other decks. I'm going to show you guys as much of what I own, and I hope you guys do enjoy that. Till then, Dragon Rockstar is signing out. Thanks for watching.